what makes you be the best candidate for being county executive for a second term? Why do you think, what is it about your knowledge, your abilities, and your desire that is going to make you the best candidate people should choose for our next county executive? You have to talk about yourself. Yes.
Yeah, that's hard. Well, first thing I think, personally, I think, and I've had other people tell me this, that I showed real leadership under COVID, that, you know, I withstood all the barbs, all the attacks, all the politicalization of this, and stayed on a track that led Montgomery County to probably be one of the safest places in this country to be. And I did that knowing that I was going to take an enormous political hit for doing it. But I realized, you know, my job is to keep people safe and keep you all from dying. And that's what I went out and did. And so if I pay a political price for that, I pay a political price for that. But it goes to, you know, kind of who I am. I'm not about politics. I'm about policy. I mean, I don't play political games. I don't put my finger in the air and take different positions on different days because I can calculate, even worse, in different rooms in the same week. Because I'm not interested in trying to be everything to everybody. I'm trying to, you know, provide leadership and direction. I feel that, you know, when I came into office, and it's really funny listening to the people I'm running against. I mean, what are they running against? The lack of jobs, right? And a lack of housing and a lack of affordable housing. And they say that I was the no vote on everything. I was the lone no vote. I like that because it makes a point. So they had 10 years of running things their way. They're running saying there's no jobs, no housing. The things they said they were going to do, they didn't bring you. And now they're blaming me and say, look, we don't have jobs and housing. Look at the county executive. It's like, no, these are your policies. You told everybody that I was the one vote that said we shouldn't do this. I was right, we shouldn't have done this. Like, the fundamental question is, or the problem is, that just rezoning something, just giving somebody more density, doesn't bring anybody here. People come to a place because of climate, I don't mean environmental climate, I mean business climate. They come because of schools, they come because of parks and recreation. They come because they feel they can be successful there. We had a number of negatives that have been piling up over the years about people's perceptions about Montgomery County. Nobody proposed doing anything about the perceptions. I'm the one that went out and started meeting with people and saying, tell me why we're so bad. What do I got to change to make this different? And when people told me that, I acted. I feel like I'm responsive. I am very driven to solutions. So I'm not ideological about my solutions, but, you know, my goal is to figure out what works. And so I don't put everything through a lens of, I believe this and I can't possibly do that. I'm giving money to corporations, even though my instinct is they really got a lot of money, but I would rather have the business here and make sure this county can grow than hold up some principle that you shouldn't give money to anybody anytime. And so I've been willing to do what I need to do to get this county to move. And I was right about the zoning didn't work. The people didn't come here. And here's the other killer. This is the thing that drove it home for me. You would not believe this from the way people talk, but Montgomery County is the lowest tax jurisdiction in the region. We're the lowest tax jurisdiction in the state of the big counties. And compared to Virginia, Fairfax, Loudoun County, Arlington, and Alexandria, we're the lowest tax jurisdiction also. And that's the thing that kind of drove this home. If you've got zoning, which will let you build anything, and you're the lowest tax jurisdiction, why aren't people coming here? And obviously there must be something else. And I turned my attention to the something else. I focused on making sure we could rekindle the life sciences industry and make that thing boom. This is why I went to the University of Maryland and spent 2 years. Things don't happen overnight. 2 years getting the university system to agree to bring graduate level research into life sciences to Montgomery County in order to help provide the workforce and the talent that the life sciences industry needs. So that when somebody from another jurisdiction says, should I go to Montgomery County? You can say that this county is consciously producing the talent and the workforce that you need. That's why last week, the University of Maryland presented to us a proposal to build a $40 million building in White Flint to become a research center for artificial intelligence and machine learning, and what do they call it? A research institute for artificial intelligence and machine learning, primary focus on tying that into the life sciences industry. But the second focus is tying it into the hospitality industry and working with hotels. And Marriott had actually approached them about could they help with their technology with the hoteleries, and they're going to actually bring that capability to Montgomery County. So, and nobody's done that before. Nobody's done that before. So I think I've got a record of being able to do things. And I got in White Flint, I got WMATA to agree to a joint development agreement to bring, not only to bring development to the White Flint Metro Station, but to turn the White Flint Metro into a life sciences center, because they went out and hired Jones Lang LaSalle. You all probably know Jones Lang LaSalle. Mm-hmm. Jones Lang LaSalle, they were asked by WMATA, tell us what the highest and best use of their property was. They came back and said, the highest best use of your property is life sciences, which is what I had been saying. So we're going to wind up with a metro station focused on life sciences already, because I've been talking about this all the time I've been here. Every major developer in White Flint has flipped projects from residential over to life sciences project. Doug Furstenberg just announced a big project. JBG's got a project. Fritz got a project. The learners are looking at life science companies. I'm going to make this place pop. And I'm going to make it pop because I was deliberate about what I did. I just didn't say zoning, zoning, zoning. I tried to figure out what was I missing? What was this county missing? And how do I address it? So look at the companies that are coming here. We'll provide you a list. It's a pretty impressive list. Look at what's happening in the world of laboratory space. Look at what we're going to be able to do with the university. I actually have done something. I'm not complaining about Mark. I know, my campaign is I can actually do this. I've got this county set up. I got us through a recession and have the healthiest budget we've had with revenues that are growing. This is not a dying economy like they're all talking about. This is an economy that is blossoming and on the verge of truly emerging as a world leader in this technology. And it didn't happen by itself.